our music. It has everything to do with the business behind it.
Right.
There's $14.6 billion locked away in black boxes of unclaimed copyright and publishing from West Coast artists as we speak.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
Because our business is not correctly handled. Period. It's not about us being dope. You got to realize, no matter what niggas want to say about Suge, that nigga was a businessman.
You had the business all
A
right.
true businessman. That nigga set the West up from a business perspective, regardless of anything else. Look at his businessman. Look at his entrepreneurial spirit and business mind that he had, and the ability to be able to translate and let these people understand how and where and when these artists and how they will be projected into the world. Period.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with that.
And even with Nip was a true businessman. He had the sense and the wherewithal, man, to understand how big it was for us to have our own ownership, our own labels, our own masters, publishing, understanding how to control things, understanding how to control it even at a major label. That man went in there, man, and put that deal together where he controlled all aspects of it.
Yeah,
which was something that had been unseen here on the West Coast since Suge.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He had a true 50-50 partnership with Atlantic, and he controlled his masters.
I think it was, from my understanding, it was an 80-20. The man controlled and owned all of those masters.
Yeah.
That's the way that our mind has to approach it. Musically, we've always been able to match anything and everywhere. Once we understand how digital marketing works, digital advertising, because the mediums and the platforms have changed so much and vastly since my incarceration until now. Shit, when I went to prison, CDs was what it was. I came home. These ain't popping no CD in the motherfucking deck.
Yeah.
These ain't popping.
Now you plug your phone in your car and you stream to your car. Yeah.
And all of these things, man, when people understand how these artists and these other places in the South, these guys in the Midwest, these guys in New York, they're able to use Facebook and able to perpetuate their image. They are putting up thousands of dollars for publicists to put these guys in these publications. It's not that the artist's not dope as fuck. It's not that the music is not dope as fuck. It's just the way that we've been handling our business. It's totally backwards, and we have to do better. And I say this to all of the young dudes that are out there and all of the OGs that are out there. We have to line up our business a lot better so that in the future we can compete on a competitive level.
Right.
You know, so this is why when you look back at a lot of artists in like Kendrick's, when you look at Dog and all of them over there, TDE, he's aligned his aligned situations on the right way with the right platforms with the right people to put things in together. And there's a lot of guys out here on the West that are doing it. But for us to become that dominant, preeminent coast as we supposed to be, it's gonna take all of us to really put aside a lot of different pride and be open to literate to being musically literate to how the business aspects of things work. That literacy is gonna translate into financial literacy, and in which where then we can perpetuate our image to where we can use all of these stepping stones to take us to the next heights and to the next levels. Right. And it's a lot of the older dudes that have been around, you know, they have the knowledge, they have the education. And so again, I was just speaking, you know, the other day to my man Jazzy, and he was just educating so much about the industry and about, you know, some of the people in these higher places and how they're using these mediums and platforms and all of the new things that are coming and going. And I was just amazed. And I took it. I've sold 500,000 records. I've did it in a time when it wasn't digital, but all that I know is nothing.
Well, to be fair, I went back and pulled up all the old albums, pulled up the discography just to see what you had wiggling. And Guerilla City, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it got multi-million streams on several songs on the CD. So there's still a relevancy there. There's still a position there in terms of your music abilities to attract people and attract plays. So yeah, I hear you, but transferring that into modern day and what that business model look like is a whole different game from what you may be
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree.
You just spoke to the bottom line.
Yeah.
Take away all of the trees and the weeds and look it all the way down to the surface. That's what it is, because everything is so different now. And so it's going to take not only that, but it's going to take us to start working with each other and educating each other and really giving each other the understanding. Those who don't have the understanding, I don't have the understanding in a lot of things, but that's okay. That gives me room to learn from a lot of y'all young dudes that are out there. You know, you dudes educate me. Even though I've been in the game and I've done the game, I come to a lot of y'all because you dudes shoot your own videos. A lot of you dudes record your own shit. A lot of you dudes produce your own records. And a lot of you dudes is connected to a lot of little dudes. And y'all run around and y'all get bags. But understanding something, the bag is only one thing. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the music that we leave behind is going to be a lasting legacy. And the things that are, you know, I see a lot of young dudes doing, and they educate me. And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of dudes be sitting down like, Guerilla, you don't need to do this and you don't need to do that. It's easy now. You can just pick up your phone and live stream. I'm like, live stream? What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
But
you connect directly with your phone.
It's okay. A lot of y'all out there like, this nigga don't know about, well, I only been incarcerated for 9 years, bro.
Right.
So,
I hear you.
I mean, facts. So, I mean, but a lot of y'all young dudes be like, no, nigga, do this. And I'm like, what's that? But I approach it now with the curiosity of a child. And when I'm sitting down listening to music, I even want to pick up a lot of the different things that I'm hearing and seeing. And it's okay, because if I ask God to never allow what I know to block what I can learn. So as children, we approach the world with this awe and curiosity, and everything's new. But as we become older, we begin to think that we know. I know this. So this doesn't allow us to be open, and it doesn't allow us to learn new things and look at things from an open perspective and an overview that can potentially help us. And so that's what I asked God to remove that from me and let me be as humble as a child again. And I know who I am, but in my mind, I'm like, it doesn't matter, because everything that I did do, that's great. But for me to perpetuate myself into the next level and the next realm and where I want to take my music and be musically at with, I'm going to have to continuously be open minded to change.
That's real. I remember the Guerilla City album release party at the Keep Club, man. And y'all was on, man. Hot Dollar was the hype man at the time. And the concert was lit, bro. It was a good time, man. It was
great memory, man.
The top LA type vibe. It was appropriate. The season was right, and everybody was in the building. Bishop Lamont was there. It was a whole lot of people figures in the game that was just starting out that was there celebrating your album release, man. It was a dope time, bro.
It was a dope time, man. I remember around that time, man, you know, Cobby Supreme, all of them dudes. All of them dudes was running around, my man Huster Rob and all of them, man. You know, all of them dudes have been big supporters of me, man, for a long time. Right. And so, I mean, back then, the camaraderie, we have to regain that same camaraderie. You know, Bishop, I used to run around and promote Bishop. Glasses used to run around and promote me. Back then, J-Rock and, you know, K-Dot was just so young. I remember that nigga just chewing niggas up in freestyle. I got footage, God bless the day of my manager. We watched this nigga J-Rock eat niggas. Man. And then it was nothing. Then when K-Dot come, he just closed shit down. So, I mean, this is how far back I do go. And I be hearing these new young dudes, and I be like, wow, what's the young dude named the other day? I heard Rimbo or Brimbo. I think his name is Rimbo.
Oh, Rimbo. Yeah, Rimbo, part of the stink crew or whatever they call that.
Yeah, that little nigga hard as fuck, homie. So Rimbo, if you out there, definitely, homie, the big homie definitely want to get out with you, homie. I definitely want to get on the record with him.
Yeah.
The boy is dope. And I was like, you know, my sons was like, Dad, you ever heard of Rimbo before? So we riding up to 405. And I'm like, damn, this nigga is lyrical and he dope as fuck. And I'm
Yeah.
like, and then my sons put on the Blue Bloods Clan. I'm like, damn, okay. And I got that shit on my playlist. And I approach it again. It's these young dudes are so fucking talented. And I sit back and I pick up game as if I was back in the day when I was in there with Ice-T, picking up
Yeah.
game again. Because
Yeah.
and when I hear these young dudes, I be like, they dope as fuck. And then my brother turned me on to he was like, you ever heard the nigga Draco? No, because I didn't have access to all of
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
music. I was in, in the pen.
Yeah.
And
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. We lost the audio.
yeah,
There we
my
go.
bad.
You back.
Definitely, man, because I'm sitting in my truck. But
No, you good.
yeah, man.
I got a question, man. And let me make a statement first. I saw a clip from Vlad TV with the OG BG knockout. Can you clear up the association? And I don't even want to go too deep, but just clear it up because I think it's unfair for Vlad to take that clip and promote it the way he is, and then you not to be able to have the platform to be able to express yourself and kind of balance out the way it's being promoted and marketed. Your association to the whole.
I think, man, you know what, man? I mean, man, them dudes over there, man. If it wasn't for them dudes over there, man, I probably would never be doing music. I'm not gonna go into specifics with them dudes. Them dudes over there, man, have been around me and my brother for a long time, and they all helped us, man, to really get into this musical industry. And they put up their bag and they really worked with us from the time I was a very, very young dude. And this is facts. Niggas in LA who really know the real Guerilla Black story, they know this. I think whenever Vlad did that, I just more than anything, man, Vlad has a platform. He's trying to perpetuate that platform by any means. And even I take negative as well as positive, and I use it. I could take it and look at it in one direction, and I could take it and look at it in a different direction. I never met BG Knockout. BG Knockout met me. But you know what I mean? I've met Dre Star, I've met other dudes from around this neighborhood or whatever not. We never just crossed paths in all of these years. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know where I live at. I live, if he go to Compton and he go over there and he talk to niggas where I lived at over there on Orlando, where I was just over there recently, not too long ago, to know you with a lot of my loved ones and vice versa over there with them guys. Them guys, man, on the yard with me. This ain't no just street shit, nigga. Them dudes on the yard with me, literally. So I don't worry about no more what people think and what they feel. This is a lifestyle in which I had no choice over at the time, man. This is, these are the people who really believed in me and who helped me. And that's just that, bro. And they just really helped perpetuate me to that next level, man.
Yeah,
and it
I
ain't
appreciate you clearing that up. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it.
And a lot of niggas also, to even add to that, I lived in the 60s for years. So does that
it's like in LA, you can't really control your mama choosing
to live.
Yeah.
Not a Compton nigga, because I lived on 10th Ave. Now go research the facts. Go research the facts to that. Go ask Big U. Go ask Battle Cat. Go ask all of these dudes. King Lou, God bless the dead. Nip, that's how I was introduced to Nipsey. It's through Big U. So I mean, man, listen, bro. My lineage and how long and how far I've ran throughout these LA streets go far and deep. It ain't just them, man. I mean, I've lived in so many different hoods and I've been around so many different people. And at the end of the day, that was a lifestyle, man. And a lot of people at our age level, we grew up. Now in this day and age, bro, I ain't here to perpetuate that, man. I don't want these young kids to think that that's the end all be all, because now you guys have choices. Y'all have a choice to do something different, King. Y'all have choices to do something different. Y'all have the ability and all of the things accessible to you to make different life choices. And at that time, it was really real in the street. And it was really real on a lot of different levels.
Way different environment.
Shout out, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. And at the end of the day, I love, man, BG Knockout and Drayster for the music that they put out, man, because they did it for Compton, man. And I definitely respect everything that they've done for the city. them dudes
Right.
legends, and I never take away anything. I just never ran across them, and maybe when they do a little bit delving into the files and they holler back at certain dudes, and certain dudes holler back, oh yeah, we know Guerilla, man. Guerilla been over here, man, right here on Oleander. Nigga sold right over here. He stayed over here all of these years. You know what I'm saying? His brothers right here. All of his brothers, they from this and this and this and this. Okay, yeah. We know Guerilla when he was a little kid over here, man. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, you went to Whaley, so I mean, they ain't got to say nothing else.
I mean, this is you know, this is in the Compton school district, nigga.
You got to be a resident.
I went to Compton High. Nigga. You know, 1,000 Santana is 1,000 Palmer blocks, 1,000 niggas from Front Hood, dog.
Speaking of Santana, man, I always saw you and Big to the Boy getting together, man. I think that'd be a dope collaboration, man. I mean, we gotta make that happen. Huh?
Hey, man, listen, man. I mean, Big to the Boy is my nigga, and he reached out to me. Big to the Boy is an incredible artist, and that nigga been around for a long time, and the nigga's been dope for a long time.
Yeah.
So definitely, man. Yeah, man, Big to the Boy, I'm always fuck with Big, man. Big and my brother and my family, man, he's paid. You know, he's always, way back in the day, he used to come out and do shows with us, run with us. So Big, you know, Big, you know, I love you, my nigga. You know, I love you. I'm home, my nigga. I'm home now. I'm home, so we definitely gonna get on records together, my nigga.
Yeah, we gotta do
I've
that.
been cutting records. I done canned 40 records. All y'all gotta do now is just go peep out my new shit that I'm on, man. 631-74112, man. I've been dropping these EPs as of lately, man. 631-74112. I got volume 1. I got volume 2 out. Compton's my city. We're getting ready to put the visuals to a lot of these records or whatever. Y'all just go check it out, man. You know,
I like that Passion record. I was just listening to the Guerilla Black Volume 2. I was listening to the Guerilla Black Volume 2, and that Passion record is dope. The Draco record is dope. All 3 of them is dope. The big girls, they all dope. Yeah. So you definitely on your thing, and I like how you figured out your own style to get away from what was on Guerilla City. You kind of hear a different Guerilla Black, like the pattern is different, the voice is different. So I like that. I appreciate that, man. That's real solid work right there, bro. I'm looking forward to what's coming next.
I found my voice in prison, man, and I think me writing over 600 verses, man, while I was in there. I wrote 600 verses. Wow. 600. So, I mean, all you young dudes or whatever out there, man, hey, man, I want to jump on records with y'all, man. I want to, you know, Guerilla, man, when we jump on records, I want y'all to jump on records with me. Definitely, homie. It ain't no big me, little you. It's me and you, and we gonna go together, man. So that's how I look at it. And I approach with that same humbleness, the same hunger, the same passion that I always have. And so I think that I have it even deeper and at another level. I mean, I was up in the middle of the night last night writing, man. You catch me in the middle of the night reflecting back on so many memories, so many good times, so many bad times. And, you know, I just get the body or whatever not. But, yeah, man, definitely, I'm open to working with it. Y'all go to my page, man, at Official Guerilla Black. Y'all can hit me, man. I'll holler back at you. No, nigga, it ain't no bots, ain't no, you know, bullshit. It's me, man. I'm hollering at you. And
right. Nah, real talk. I hit you on the win wham. I hit you on the win wham on the DM. And you got right back. It's all up. Yeah, definitely.
It's just so many people that's hitting me. So if I don't hit you right away or whatever, not, man, y'all can get in contact with my manager. You know what I'm saying? Boss lady. Boss lady definitely plug it up. She's gonna make. She's solid people. She's solid, and so. I mean, I'm willing to. I want to work with a lot of y'all young dudes, man. I pray to God y'all give me the opportunity, man, to jump on some of y'all records, man. And you know, I ain't out here, you know, trying to. Man. I just want to get my voice out there, and I want to get y'all voice out there. And if we can help each other, let's do it, man.
At the time, man, what the hell brought on 400 Shots, bro?
You know, man. At the time, man, that record was a record where I never wanted to use music, man, to become emotional.
Okay.
And at that time in the headspace that I was in, bro, there was a lot of different things that had took place with a lot of different circumstances and situations with different people. And at that time, I didn't have the capability to rationalize my thoughts. And I know you niggas is like, nigga, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
No, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That means the capability of being able to challenge a thought instead of just letting these thoughts compile, and making me feel angry, upset, disturbed, and then ultimately the choice that I would do is 400 shots. Listen, man, when instead of me having the capability of being able to weigh it out, it challenged a lot of those thoughts that I was actually having.
Wow.
That's the outcome of not being rational. And at the end of the day, I told myself that I would never let something that I use something that I love as a weapon. And I love music. I love this shit, dog. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's a part of my life. It's one of the biggest parts of my life. And every morning I wake up and I have the ability to listen. It's like me getting high, and I don't get high. But without music, it's my meditation. It's my escape. It's my refuge. I don't care what it is, whether I'm listening to Lettucey, whether I'm listening to her, whether I'm listening to the Migos, whether I'm listening to Tyler, the Creator, whether I'm listening to Draco the Ruler, whether I got Blue Bloods playing on. This is my meditation for me. This is my meditation, and this is something that I've been doing, and this has been my whole life. I never knew how to not listen to music, and it's the only thing that calms and soothes me. It soothes the gorilla for real. Yeah. And I told myself that I would never weaponize it. That's what 400 shots is, weaponizing something that I love. And,
okay.
A lot of that shouldn't have never even took place.
Got you. If you could, I know you already kind of spoke to the young artists, and you kind of wove that into the interview before I actually asked you the question. But if you had one or two things to tell a young and upcoming artist based on your experience, what would it be?
I mean, understand, man. What you're a businessman. You're an entrepreneur. Don't let no one else tell you that you are not an entrepreneur. This is business, and it is big business. And now, in the day and age that we living in, you don't need a major label. I'm starting to see this more and more, and I'm starting to see that if you have the business sense and the understanding of how money actually works, how information actually works, and how time actually works, and the value of time, then information, and then money, and then using the resources that are available and leaving no stone unturned. You continuously marketing yourself, continuously advertising yourself, continuously putting yourself and making yourself available on all mediums, on all levels, and on all platforms, and continuously doing that and put together the team around you. You don't need all this other shit. All you need is the solid ones, your day ones, them who really, really, truly love you. Love ain't a word, it's an action. So you could tell who those people are. You could look in their eyes and know where they heart at with you and have been with you. Whether or not it's everything that you want it to be, that's okay. We all learn at different times. We all see things from different perspectives. I may know something and it may take you another 3 years to peep it. You may tell me something and it may take me another 10 years to understand it. It's not that I'm dumb. It's just that it took time for me to understand it and grasp it and wrap my head around it, to see it the way that you've seen it. So being open to it, having that same curiosity, that same hunger, that same passion, and it's gonna get you where you want to go, man. It's gonna take you where you want to be. And when you understand what your purpose is, and when you understand that God got a purpose for you and where you want to go with your music, and you continuously working. You continuously working. When niggas is partying, you working, you grinding, you putting them words on the paper, you in the studio recording. It's gonna pay off. Everybody look at, LeBron, and everybody look at these great talented dudes like Trey Young, and they look at, all of these different talented players, but what they don't understand is talent and gifts are one thing, but discipline is everything.
Everything. That's a solid word, bro.
Discipline. We don't see their talent or gifts. We see people who are very, very disciplined. So, man, y'all just stay disciplined, stay grinding, stay disciplined, and that's it, man. You're gonna get where you gotta go, man. You understand that, build a team around you, become financially literate, man. It's cool, to have the nice things. It's cool to pull up with the nice watches and the nice jewelry and all of those things. Don't get me wrong. It's no better feeling than that. But understand that wealth is a mind state. It's not a material object.
Yeah. Lastly, as we wrap this up, man, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you taking this call. I know you're busy. I know you got a lot of stuff happening. What's next for you? What's the next event? What's the next project? Where can people find you and get your music? I want people to know about the new Guerilla Black. That's how I'm looking at the resurgence, man.
I want you guys to go to Spotify. I want you guys to go to iTunes. I got volume 1 out, 631-74112. That's my register number in the feds. On my case and everything about me is public record. You know what I mean? They have me in 147 media outlets. You know what I'm saying? $20 million fraud, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, I want you to go out and check it out and hear my stories, man, inside of my music, man. You know, and I think it's only fair that I could tell it the way that I want to tell it instead of being put in other people's hands to tell it for me. They don't know what it's like, you know what I mean, to be away from your loved ones. They don't know what it's like to sit in a federal courtroom facing 30 years. They don't know what it's like to be in the bullpen with 100 angry motherfuckers. They don't know what it's like to walk in yard on me. Some of you do, some of you don't. It's not to say that, it's just a story, my life. And so please, man, go out, check out, you know, on YouTube, man. Go to my YouTube channel, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, 631-74112. Go to my page, hit me up, man. I'm at official Guerilla Black, man. Go ahead, check me out, man. You guys can, you know, do that. I'm working on new videos. They're gonna be coming to you real soon. Our team is still moving. I'm still recording. I'll be in the studio this week recording 4 more records. So I never stop recording. So man, just keep, you know, looking out. And I'm gonna definitely, like I said, all of y'all hungry artists out there who definitely you know, want to jump on a record. I want to jump on some records with y'all. Go check out my music, see if you feel it, see if you don't. It is what it is, you know. Definitely, man. I'm continuing to keep working. I'm gonna continue to keep grinding, man. And I love y'all, man, for all of the support over all of these many years. Y'all have been, you know, the backbone and the staple of the Guerilla Black here on the West Coast, man. And again, there's no coast like this, point blank.
That's what's up. Hey, before we check out, man, can I get a drop for WestCoastStyles.com, man, from Guerilla Black?
Definitely. It's your boy, man. Black, Compton's finest, man. You already know, man. West Coast Styles up in the building, man. You know how we doing it, man. All West Coast. West. I love y'all. Let's move.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for taking your time out, man. You be good out there. I'm gonna DM you after this, man, because we got some work to do.
Definitely right, DM me, loved one, please.
I got you, man. Peace and blessings.
All right,
all right now.
All right. Blessings.